So perspective and how we interpret this data coming in really changes the game. So we're just going to try to close it up because they're going to rush me off with the hook pretty soon. When faced with an uncertain situation, what order would you ask the following? What is the problem? What is the goal? And what will deliver the best results to this situation? Tony, will you remind me after that I need to take care of this slide and put an ing on the end? Thank you. Yeah. Okay, closing out. Look at that. What will deliver the best result, taking the most? Actually, leaders start with the goal. They then go to the position, and then they figure out the strategy. I can't tell you how many times I've seen this play out between what I consider exceptional leaders and leaders. Oftentimes, people will come in, I've got a problem, let's talk about the problem. Leaders go right to, whoa, what's the goal here? What are we trying to accomplish? Then, what's the situation? What's the context? And then, what strategies are we going to employ to do it? And they do it with questions. Like, who's the decision maker here, me or them? What do I want them to learn? Is this a learning thing that's going on? What is it that the real goal of the conversation, the metacognitive before we get to the situation? What is it I want to have happen here as a leader? Because oftentimes the leader's not thinking about the problem. They're thinking about 10 years from now, this person being in their shoes and needing to make and play the role of the most senior leader in the organization. So with that, who has a really interesting question that they want to ask somebody here? Come on, one. You never know what happens if you ask it. Oh, come on. Academic institution, we ask questions. Okay, good. I'm going to need that little device there. Yes. And the question is?
What would it take to get more faculty engaged with students outside the classroom?
What a great question, and what a great way to start it off. The only thing is I'd change it up a little to the positive, which is what have we seen that has been successful to engage folks? So you put it in the positive. But what I really wanted to do was give that away, and thank you for asking that question. So if there was one thing that you walked away this evening with, just one, what would that be? Awesome.
Well, we have two mics going. I'll just take you from here. There you go. Thank you very much, Gary. Well, we're moving into an extremely exciting portion of the evening, and that is where we get to the Innovation Award. But it's also another extremely exciting portion of the evening for those of you who have not opened the little black box on your table yet. So this is a good time for you to actually open the little black box and see the little gift of an icon that you may have recognized on all the slides, the little pewter pin there. So it's a discovery process, right? There you go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move into the Innovation Award portion of the evening. And we're very excited to kick this portion of our program off. And what I want to do is give you a little bit of background about how this is going to work. The first is you might be curious as to what the individual chosen as the winner will take home with them. First is this really cool shaped trophy, which I really like. Whoops, backwards now. 2007 Regional Turning Point Innovation Award winner, which is right here, and I believe it is a 32-seat system, RF response card system, which is an excellent thing to take home. Absolutely, it'll help you ask lots of questions and strengthen your leadership skills with your team, right? And for those of you who attended my session today, hopefully you'll use it while asking questions of your department to make good decisions, right? So with that said, I'm going to move this over here so nobody accidentally kicks it over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to invite our three nominees up to the stage one at a time. And I will have an opportunity to introduce them as they come up. Each of the individuals is going to give a short presentation. And at the conclusion of all three presentations, you, the audience, will vote on which application, which innovation you believe is the one that should be chosen for the regional award. And we'll simply do that by putting the names up on the screen and actually voting them. So with that said, I think we're ready to move forward, Sheila. Are we? We're good. All right. And I think our first nominee, I'm sorry? Thank you. Is right after Gary. Let's go in here. Oh, I need to exit. Yeah. It would be the one labeled award presentation. No, I'm sorry. Is it the one labeled award presentation? Thank you. Okay. All right. All right. Regional Turning Point Innovation Award. And I'm going to click again, and hopefully there we go to the nominees. And I'm not sure where the little remote ended up. So first of all, we have Brian Formiconi, Rosalind Franklin University. All three up here? Okay. And in a minute, we'll have Jeffrey Stoll of Eastern Illinois University. And finally, John Hooker of Illinois State University will join us on the stage. All right? Okay, so Brian, are you ready to come up to the stage? And can I help you with any organization? Do you have a slide set? Okay. All right, so let's get you set up there. And, okay, great. And, real quick, does everybody have their response cards with them? If you don't, we have extras up here. We'll bring them back to you. Just raise your hand if you need one. All set? Brett? A couple in the back over where Matt is. A couple over where Carrie. Anybody else? Okay, thank you. Brian, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. So I'm a little intimidated right now because I plan on spending the next couple of minutes telling and not asking. I'm sorry. But what I'm going to be telling you how to do is to incorporate multiple slides in Turning Point. Multiple pictures in Turning Point with just one slide. And so what this allows a faculty or speaker to do is to give in a single slide multiple options that are in picture form. I selected for my presentation not stuff that we use in class at the medical school because I have a feeling that not too many people would like to see pseudostratified epithelium. But I selected cars that I might never own, like the McLaren and Bugatti and Porsche. So I'm going to show you how to create a slide that can be used in music, that can be used in science, especially in chemistry or biology, or any other field where you're using some sort of visual cue. And it allows, how this differs from, let's say, the parser or something that allows multiple different slides to each show a single picture, is that this is a time saver. As long as you have clear slides that all fit onto one screen, and let's say an audience of 30 people, or in a large lecture hall, and you get to encourage those people that normally sit way in the back to come forward, so that way they can clearly see your slides.